Well, here's something completely and utterly fucking stupid that I've been asked to review. Hannah Montana Linux. I don't even know who Hannah Montana is, so we're going to have to look that one up when I get online with the fucking thing. They've really messed it up. It's hard to actually click on anything. This is just awful. 9.04, it actually predates Gozalia. Oh wow. I haven't run it at all. This is the first time I've ever used this operating system, and for a very good reason. It just looks awful. So I can't wait to see what the actual desktop's going to look like. That's going to be a laugh. And it's moaning about my password of 123456, my perfectly secure password. What a joke. Who thought that this theme would be good? It's an absolute mess. It just looks ridiculous. Anyway, I'll let that install and then I'll come back to you, because it's just Ubuntu at the end of the day, and you've seen me install this so many times. Now, for some reason it's decided to hang here for ages. It's probably trying to get stuff off the internet, which it's not going to be able to because of the old dash releases thing yet again. Third video in a row that we've had to deal with that issue. Why don't I look at newer operating systems? Actually, no, that's boring. Scanning the CD-ROM. Well, you already know about that because that's what you're fucking installing from, for fuck's sake. Well, I guess it's time to wonder if it's going to actually reboot and work. Oh, was this not tested? Look at it. All the elements are all over the place. Brilliant. And now it's hanging. So I'm going to have to force restart it. Oh no, here it goes. It just took ages to display that message. Oh, this is going to be ridiculous. Nice and fast. I like fast operating systems that start up really quickly. This is a perfect example. Not. Why would you ship like that? Earth is this? Who on earth is that? Okay, that's Tux, but... Oh. Is this just going to be a boring KDE retheme? A terrible KDE retheme. So slow. And I've given the virtual machine loads of resources. Is it fucked? I think it's fucked. That's a good start. Oh no, here it comes. Oh. Well, the first problem is this stuff is just completely ridiculous. Look how dark it is. You've got dark on the backgrounds, so you can barely make out what they are. It's just a terrible KDE theme. It's pretty much all it is. You could have just made this a package. Why did people in those days just whip out operating systems left, right and centre using remaster sys? It's a good job that that tool no longer exists, because it's got a fucking lot to answer for. This sort of crap shouldn't fucking exist, but it does. It's terrible. Anyway, if we can get online, Conqueror. Oh. Well, this isn't going to work, is it? Conqueror never worked even at the time. Oh, okay, prove me wrong then. Fuck you. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana, also known as Hannah Montana for what? Oh, it's a teen sitcom. American teen sitcom. That's why I don't know what it is. And that deserves an operating system, does it? There's really not much to talk about in that case. It's got this terrible, awful fucking theme. But it's pretty much just Kubuntu. It's pretty much just Kubuntu 9.04 with a terrible theme. It's really not much to talk about. People have asked me to look at this one, but yeah, there's not really much I can go on about here. It's just shitty Kubuntu. It's terrible though. I mean, who thought that this fucking shit would work? Look at the fucking colours. Do you reckon anyone actually fucking used this? Because I bet they didn't. I think there's only one thing for it. I think we need to upgrade it to the nearest LTS, which I think would have been 10.04. Yeah, 10.04. That's what we need to do, because that went so well in the previous video. Why not try it here? Right, I won't bore you with me yet again going through all of these, so I'll cut this, but it looks better than Gozalia in that there isn't loads of stupid fucking PPAs and stuff like that in there. So that's good. Gozalia could have just been like this, couldn't it really? But no, they had to complicate it. And the final step is that we need to replace Jaunty with Lucid, so bring it up to 10.04. We'll save that and we'll do an apt-get update and dist upgrade. And we'll see what happens. It's probably going to break it spectacularly again. It was hanging on some of these repos and I just noticed that the source ones are uncommented. It was like that in Gozalia as well. Maybe that was just a thing on those older releases, but I'm fairly sure they used to be commented, so maybe the dev of the OS commented them out for some reason. Very much doubt that they would have needed the source code for anything. And then I found it hanging again on these Medibuntu things. I don't know what that's all about, because if you look in the sources list, they're not in there. They're not in there at all, look. See? They're not there. But if I go into the software sources, they're there. So I don't get where these things are pulling. Oh, fucking thing. I don't get where these things are being pulled from. Fuck. What the fuck? So fucking shit. Let's try it again. It's doing it this time. It's probably going to break spectacularly. Fairly sure of it, but I'll come back to you once the packages have downloaded and the system is broken. I hope it does break because I'm fed up already with this fucking thing. It's shit. It's the worst fucking operating system I've looked at. It's fucking worse than Gozalia. Gozalia looks positively brilliant next to this crap. And it's attempting to do the upgrade. It's installing packages. It's got a lot further than the video that I did the other day on upgrading between Ubuntu releases. This is a little bit later than Dapper. This is a couple of years after. Actually, it's 3 years after, so they probably improved the process by that point. But I probably won't be saying that in a few minutes when it gets nearer to completion and it fucks itself over. That was interesting. There was a bit of a fucking error there. In fact, there's loads of errors popping up in the background that they're getting sort of overwritten by this. It could actually be this scrolling through in the background behind that curses stuff. That's probably what it is, because, you know, this stuff's not known for being particularly good quality. Oh, and we're fucked. Fear not, because virtual machine snapshots are a wonderful thing. Let's try the CD-ROM upgrade. Oh, for fuck's sake, have we got to go for another release first? Yeah, I bet we need to go for 9.10 to get to 10.04, and then we can go from 10.04 to 12.04 to 14.04 to 16.04, and finally to 18.04. For fuck's sake, this stuff's so fucking complicated, I fucking hate it. Fucking rubbish. Right, let's watch it break again. What? There are no other fucking package management programs open, for fuck's sake. Is it trying to do upgrade? Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. That's just appeared. I haven't modified anything. This is before I've even modified the sources list because I restored the snapshot. Well, this is interesting. What's going to happen, do we think? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely fuck all. It's just disappeared completely. What a fucking mess. Right, I'll revert the snapshot and do the CD-ROM like I was going to do originally. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, we don't want that crap anyway. Okay. Please proceed. Fucking fucking rubbish. This fucking thing really is. Hopefully it's still running and that just because of his crappy theme. Oh, here we go. Yeah, do it. Destroy it. I don't fucking care. No one else goes through this fucking trouble. But we're seeing the same sort of issue on two different versions of Ubuntu a few years apart now. So it wasn't something I was doing wrong. It's definitely a shitty upgrade process. It's the only thing it could be. Let's see what happens. This is going to fail, isn't it? We know it is. Of course it is. Do we want to keep or replace? Think we'll replace. Just so that we've got the latest configuration files. So far so good, he says. But there's still a long way to go. And there's still plenty of potential for it to fuck up completely. It's fucked. It's fucked. Didn't we know it? Didn't we fucking know it? Oh. That was Hannah Montana Linux. It has actually upgraded to 9.10. But we've lost our graphics system. We got no X11. I don't know, fuck it. And it did in fact occur to me that I'd used the Ubuntu CD rather than a Kubuntu one, so I just downloaded a Kubuntu one for 9.10 and just to see if it would work, and it fails even earlier than the Ubuntu one, so it's fucked. It's just fucked. It can't be upgraded. I can't imagine many people use this distro, and the best thing to do with it is just to click this, click leave, and then click shut down, because that's all it's fucking good for. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.